Lovable just came out with two brand new features you should be paying attention to: Lovable Cloud and Lovable AI. Today, I will guide you through what each feature is, what you should be using it for, and how you can get the most out of each feature. I will be talking about some use cases, when to use it, when not to use it, and I will be sharing how I am going to be building using Lovable moving forward. As many of you know, I have been building my own software application for the last couple of weeks, and right now it's in start mode, but I will be sharing some of the uses that I am putting Lovable AI and Lovable Cloud to use on my own project, and I will give you a behind the scenes on how these features are changing everything that I'm building. So, if you're interested in getting to know exactly how to use Lovable Cloud and Lovable AI, this is the video that you need to watch. And while you're here, you might as well just go down and click the like button. Help me reach out more people throughout the world, and the best way to do it is by clicking the like button, as it tells the algorithm that this is a good video to recommend and push out to other people throughout the world. But without further ado, let's jump in. Let me show you exactly what these features are. All right, let's first talk about Lovable Cloud. And even though Lovable Cloud sounds like they are actually building their own hosting provider, they're not. What they're doing is they are creating a backend that will run natively into Lovable. What that means to you is that Lovable will have their own database integrated, so you are not going to need to use Supabase in the future to be able to do certain things in your application, like hosting your database, some of the backend workflows, and other features that will normally be able to do it throughout platforms like Supabase. Now, that is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because Lovable is going to implement this into their own ecosystem. So it's going to be natively built and it's going to be built specifically for Lovable. So that's always a great thing. Why I think is not a great thing is because rather than focusing on what they're doing best, which is AI coding, now they are going into a brand new field that requires security, that requires experiences. And I believe that that's not their forte, at least right now. And that's just my opinion. So it's going to take a little bit for Lovable to reach the level that you would expect from Supabase, especially in certain features and certain things that you have probably grown accustomed to. I'm not going to go into what that means because it's still early stages. So things will change, and by the time you watch this video, things might have changed a lot since the first time that I recorded this video. All I'm going to say is that if you want a database that is fully linked into the ecosystem, then go for Lovable. Just keep in mind that you might be giving up certain features that at this point are unknown. Now, the part that I'm the most excited about is Lovable AI. And the reason why I'm so excited about Lovable AI is because now you're not going to need to go to Open Router or Gemini or OpenAI or Anthropic to get your API key. Now you're going to be able to get that through Lovable. And that's a great thing happening because now you're going to be able to integrate AI with just asking the editor, hey, integrate AI into my system, and it's going to integrate it. It's going to be built through your application. By the way, we're going to be talking about pricing here in a moment, and that is going to allow you to have a chat interface that has AI built into your application natively without having to go to a third party to get charged for, or that you have to go back and forth with Lovable, trying to make sure that you actually have everything that you need set up, and sometimes that can be a headache. Now, just to test how Lovable AI will do in this scenario, I have been building this software that, as you saw on my last video, or if you didn't see my last video, I was building it using V0. It didn't work. It created too many issues. So I decided to rebuild this in Lovable for our local landscaping company. So basically what it does is you can go and add your own pictures for a loan, and similar to what you will do in Gemini. Um, and remove the three. You provide instructions and it create the edits for you, and that's really cool because my target audience, which are homeowners in their 40s, 50s, they don't really use AI like that, or they are not aware of some of the features that we're able to create by using APIs like Google Gemini for Nano Banana. So I went along with it and I created this software and it creates the image. Let's give it a moment and we will see what we get, and then we will start building from there. While it's doing that, what I'm going to do is on it to build a categorization system for each generation that categorizes images into different categories. Here are the categories. All right. And we're going to use Lovable AI. All right, the categories would be tropical, paradise. All right. And here we move the tree and actually install outdoor lighting for evening ambience. So this is the lighting, and there was a tree right here, and it got removed. That's cool. But we're going to go back and we're going to look at the categories that were already created. And we're going to copy all of these. And we might be able to add more later. All right. We're going to send this and we're going to see how Lovable AI works. Probably should have provided more context and explained that we needed to create that categorization. All right, so you add AI to my app for chat, image generation, and test analysis with zero setup. It's free until October 5th, and that's great, in my opinion. Right now, it's doing the edit, and here we have it. We have an AI powered categorization system built. Each generated design will now be automatically analyzed and categorized into one of your 12 landscape styles using Lovable AI vision capabilities. Let's take it a step further. When creating the categorization, you must both look at the image and read the user's prompt to determine the correct category. And that should give us something to work with. Oh, we also want to add the category to the operation page. That's a field the element. There's probably a different way to say it, but we are going to put it that way to allow us to actually see those elements or those categories in an element. Right now that it looked like it was able to update the categorization system, now we're going to ask to add this to the image generation page, and we're going to discuss what that means here in a moment. So analyze both the generate image and the user prompt to determine the most accurate category to match. That's good. A category pin bash to display the categorize. All right, while it's doing that, we're going to go to the profile page, which is where we have everything. This is the image that we sent not too long ago. And this is a different image that we have created before. All right, all of these are the images that we have created from this exact same house. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the AI generator. We're going to upload an image. We're going to continue. We're going to go to custom description. And we're going to add some prompts. And we're going to add water. Yep, that's fine. I'm going to copy this because we might use it in a moment. Right now it's creating the design, so let's allow it to do that. All right, and here is the design for what we created. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the page. All right, and it's a traditional family garden, which is, yeah, I would agree with that. So I created that. So we're going to go to the AI generator again. We're going to add a picture. We're going to add a pool, some Caribbean farm, trees, a hammock, and a gazebo. 3 in the image. All right. We're removing the tree and we're adding some aspects. We should get something like a tropical landscape or something along those lines for the category. All right, here we have the image. Actually, it looks really nice. I really like it. And I can already see it's a tropical paradise. So it's actually working exactly as intended. And I actually would love to have this on my backyard. This would be quite amazing, actually. All right, so it's working as intended. As you can see, Lovable AI is actually working in the background to create things for you that would otherwise require more time and effort at getting API keys, putting the API keys, having a third party billing you for those API keys. It would take a while for you to be able to do all these things. And I was able to do it with a few prompts. And the reason why I was able to do it in a few prompts and not only one is because I didn't talk through what was going to be on my prompt. But it could have been one prompt and it would have probably generated the same results or maybe even better if I would have planned it out a little bit better. But now it's your turn. What do you think about this tool? Is it worth it? Is it easy to use? Is it something that you're going to be using? Let me know down in the comments below. But before we go, we're going to be talking about pricing. If you ask me, Lovable AI is not expensive at all. So let's take a look at exactly the cost that we're looking at. So if you have a personal blog or a portfolio and you run 2,500 AI calls per month and that means 50 inputs and 150 output token each. We're looking at paying nothing because each plan comes with $1 in credit. So it will cost about $1 and you will pay nothing. Now, if we're looking at a little bit bigger of a website and a small business website with 5,000 visitors per month that have product listings, forms and newsletter signups, product images, a tiny server, and AI just add a simple chat assistant. We're looking at about 6,500 calls per month for the AI and about 30 input and 120 output token each. We're looking at $1 cost out of pocket after you get the $1 credit. Again, not bad at all when you compare to other solutions out there. Now, if we're looking at a team project manager with about 20 active users, 10,000 visits per month, and 6,000 AI calls per month, about 200 input token per month and about 300 output token, we're looking at $4 after the dollar credit. And lastly, an e-commerce store with about 10,000 visitors, 500 purchases, and many product images and a whole bunch of data to process. Again, the AI is just adding product description and providing a shopping assistant. Let's say you have 20,000 calls per month, which is about 2 per visitor. We all know that not every visitor will actually use the shopping assistant, and we got about 40 input token and 200 output tokens per call. We're looking at $9 per month. So between the your subscription and everything else, you're looking at paying about $49 per month for the cloud and the AI. If you only use the AI, you're looking at $9 per month. This is relatively inexpensive when you compare to other solutions, especially since it provides a level of simplicity that is not seen in other products. Now, Google Gemini is not the only API that you can access through Lovable AI. And as you can see, we have here the documentation. If we go to the support models, you can see that they have Gemini 2.5 Pro, 2.5 Flash, and Flashlight, and Flash Image. But they also have GPT-5 and GPT-5 Mini and Nano as well. So you have two different options for providers with more to come in the near future. Now we have made it to the end of this video. I hope that this video was useful to you and that you have learned how to use Lovable Cloud and Lovable AI in your future projects. But I would like to know, how are you planning on using this? Please let me know down in the comments below. And while you're there, if you don't mind, and if you haven't done so, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Help me reach more people throughout the world. I know you're not going to regret it. I publish videos like this every single week, trying to teach everybody about the power of AI. So if this is something that interests you, if you don't mind helping me on my quest to teach as many people as possible throughout the world, please consider liking this video. Otherwise, thank you for watching and hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you on my next video.